Hi everybody, Yarn Fairy here. I wanted to quickly get back to you guys and tell you about my adventure in BFL fleece. So over the summer I bought this fleece, a raw BFL, and BFL is just this amazing kinky curly lock that has a very low micron. So it's really great for next to the skin garments and for sweaters and stuff. It's not as well known to some knitters who maybe know merino goes down really low and makes a fine sweater. Well, this stuff, let me tell you, is absolutely amazing for spinners and knitters alike. I've gotten in yarn, I've gotten in roving, and I've gotten in 4 or 5 raw fleece. The first one was so hideous that I cried for days because I had spent so much money on it. The farm ended up giving me a refund, and I'm no longer doing business with them. There was much more than just this one fleece. I would not write somebody off that easy. Anyway, so the second one has a problem. I'm shaky too. Let's see if you guys can see that. I hope you can see that. See those little dots? I was told it was birdseed, and when I got it in, I found out that it was not. It's more like birdseed would have washed out. Birdseed would have been wonderful. Because it's nice hard pellets and it doesn't break down in water. This stuff breaks down into water and it turns into sludge. This slimy stuff that you can't get off. And you know, you expect to see stuff like this. You've got your hay and your VM and your poops. You know, it's normal. And then you're going to have stuff like this, which is coated heavily in lanolin and it's more like skirting. And this would probably fall into my let's dye this up as a pulled lock, which what I mean by that is you just rip the locks off, make a length, and then you tie them, and then you dye them one end to the next. And this is great when you go to spin. You can add these in as texture and extra color and all sorts of lovely stuff. Anyway, so that was my next foray. And I'm not going back, and I can't refer you there, unfortunately. The following one is Jelly Bean, and Jelly Bean made cotton candy. She made fluff. It took me about 4 hours to get rid of the broken tips. Another thing that seems to be very common with BFL is for them to have broken tips. And as you all spinners know, once you have a broken tip, it breaks off in your spinning, then you've got nips, and nips are no good. They're just like second cuts. So it's kind of hard to want to buy something like this either. But so long as you get it off in the front end, I find it's not that big a deal. Now this little girl, she's got dander. Scurf. And I'm not getting out of the way, am I? It's this little dot that you can see in the fiber, and what you have to do in order to get that out is comb it with this amazing dog slicker. My goodness, it should never have been used for dogs. This is like the most amazing effective thing for fleece. I like to use this now. Instead of carding, I was thinking about carding this fleece, but it came out so pretty with all these different colors to it that I just didn't want to waste it. And then too, you've got this beautiful lockage, and who wants to lose that? Because as soon as you start playing with the stuff and carding it and everything, you get muddy colors and you're going to lose all these locks. So I just wanted to share with you what I'm doing. I don't know that you can see her very good, but this is my Roberta, and on here she's got, can you see my slubs? They're so cute. I just love how this yarn is coming out. I'm probably going to buy the rest of the fleece, even though it took so long to get the broken tips off. They blanket their fleece, this farm. It's, hang on, Raspberry Hollow, and this is Jelly Beans BFL. They're very pleasant to work with. They've been very good to me so far, and for which I am eternally grateful after the hideous snafu over the summer. I actually had to write off almost $500 worth of wool fiber that I had purchased for the wool house to stock it. because of this problem that I had with the person that it went down with. My husband and daughter kept saying, you really need to slow down, you need to know her better, and blah, 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 and I'm so old for this to have happened at my age in life. It's just really sad. Okay, so see this. This is why I want to spin my own, okay? Let's see if I can get this guy back out. Look at this stuff. Isn't that awesome? Yeah, you can see it. See? Do you know what this is going to look like when it gets spun? When it gets applied back to itself? And Jelly Bean's got a lot of what they call dander. I'm pretty sure it's actually called scurf, because it's like this sticky stuff, and I can't get it off. I know I was supposed to get it off beforehand, but I was so concentrated on the broken tips. I'm sorry, it's my head. It's just gone. My brains. Have you seen them? Mail them back to me if you do. Okay, here's the skirt. See those black dots? Yeah, you can't see them, can you? There you go. Those black dots are scurf, and what happened is when I dyed the fleece, I had it on the oven, on the stovetop, in my lasagna pans, and it boiled. And I think what happens is it breaks up and lumps up enough at that point that it's easier to get out. I'm going to boil them again to get the rest of it out. And it's falling out now. It would not have fallen out before. Scurf is a very sticky, nasty thing. It's like a skin condition that the sheep can have, sort of like eczema. And what happens is it gets stuck into the fibers, and it's nigh impossible to get out, but you can get it out. I mean, I'm seeing what it takes. You really have to boil this stuff. And I'm not worried about this, because so long as you go up slowly in temperature when you go to do this, there's not a problem. Okay, so check it out. Here you have what I'm spinning, and I love my Roberta. She's got this auto stop. I just love her. If you guys want a Roberta, talk to me. We're selling them, and we can make you a great deal or send you a free fleece. Because that's the way we roll, and we have a wheelhouse. Okay, so if I wanted to put in a full lock, say, and leave it, ta-da! My Roberta does the spinning for me. Look at that. Isn't that awesome? You guys, I am so stoked. I'm going to buy the rest of Jelly Bean, and I'm going to leave the information on how to get in touch with Raspberry Hollow so that y'all can buy a Jelly Bean too. Enjoy.